explosive play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Hand off now to Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And shedding through the tackle. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last defensive stand, that is the defensive stand of the season. I mean, you get it on this stage in overtime of the Super Bowl, and now you've set your offense up here, Charles. All they need is a field goal, and they're world champs.
Agreed, partner. And if I'm calling plays on offense right now, I'm looking at my play sheet, and I'm looking for what plays give the ball to my best players right now. How do they touch it, and who do I trust with the football in this situation? Big-time trophy on the line. Championship on the line.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, it's Edwards. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the T-clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Edwards. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Now it's Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the T-clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Well, welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the world.